Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, very interesting pieces of news here. I have the Western media telling us that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are criminals, incompetent, dumb, working for foreign governments, and more. I will give you 5, about 10 articles where the Western media will write headlines in such a way and use certain people in such a way to give you the impression that all that could be true. Now, let's start with the first article. This comes from Associated Press. It is from March 24th, 2025. That is today, Monday. Concerns about espionage rise as Trump and Musk fire thousands of federal workers. So concerns rise. Okay, why? Let's read. As President Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk work to overhaul the federal government, they are forcing out thousands of workers with insider knowledge and connections who now need a job. For Russia and China and other adversaries, the upheaval in Washington as Musk's Department of Government Efficiency guts government agencies presents an unprecedented opportunity to recruit informants, national security, and intelligence experts say. Okay. By implication, Trump and Musk are either incompetent, they don't know what they're doing, or they are working for those guys because they open their opportunity to be infiltrated. But what if the guys that are already working are infiltrated by certain agencies and they got it out this? Could that be possible? Now, if they fire, let's say, a janitor, let's say some low-rank officers, some bureaucrats, some, how do you call those guys who just enter data? Just ABC, not people really that have information that would threaten our national security. How about that? Who are those guys? Maybe they are inefficient. Maybe they are not needed. Could that be also? No. They open the opportunity. Why? As I said, incompetent. This is what you need to take, the implication. Incompetent, and maybe you draw the conclusion they maybe work for those adversaries. That's the first one. Second one. Associated Press. Concerns about espionage rise as Trump and Musk fire thousands of federal workers. The same thing. Next one. People. Former federal prosecutor who resigned on the day President Donald Trump took office for the second time, found dead in home. What could be the implication? Well, they say she resigned the first day Donald Trump took office. So that's the connection. They didn't say on a Wednesday. They didn't say in the afternoon when she resigned. They didn't say, that she resigned because she was upset she had, an ingrown nail. No, they made a connection that she resigned because Trump took office and now she's dead. What do you think? Is Trump a criminal? Well, that is the implication. Why did they mention Donald Trump and her resignation the same day? Because they want to portray it as because they were enemies and she attacked Trump and Trump now sent its new FBI that he's gutting out to do some dirty work for him. All right, let's go to the next one. Former NATO commander on Trump giving up alliance role. Nothing could make the Kremlin happier. So Trump said he could give away the NATO commander, I don't think it's going to happen, but nevertheless. So we have a former NATO commander. So Trump is giving up alliance role. I don't think it's going to happen. NATO will be United States' organization. Maybe it's going to be restructured, but it's going to be still the US's vassal organization. Nothing could make the Kremlin happier. That's implication that, again, Trump works for the Kremlin. And who's this? We should believe this guy, former NATO Supreme Allied Commander Wesley Clark. waiting on a report that Donald Trump administration is considering drastically changing its military combat command structure, arguing the potential decision would hinder the military cooperation between US and Europe and satisfy the Kremlin. Now, you might have an enemy. Let's say you have an enemy or someone you dislike across the street, and you do something that somehow coincides with his interest. Does it mean that you do it because? I mean, it's in my interest to go to a grocery store where, let's say, he goes too. That means I'm doing what? We're on the same page? No, it just happens that our interest goes in, it's the same. In this case, it's going to help Kremlin. It's not going to make anything, will not make Kremlin happier. Well, it coincides with something, restructuring. You have to restructure. NATO is not workable. It lost in Ukraine. What do you want? What do you want? My point here is that probably Donald Trump is working for the Kremlin, according to the Wesley Clark. Isn't Wesley Clark Jewish? He doesn't sound Jewish, but is he? Let me check. And of course I'm right, because I know what I'm talking about. Wesley Clark, right here. This is the guy. That's the guy. Early life and education. Clark's father's family was Jewish. His paternal grandparents, Jacob Kane and Ida Goldman, immigrants to the United States from Belarus. Belarus is our enemy, remember? Then part of the Russian Empire. So now you understand the loving he's got for the Russian. All right, in response to the Pale of Settlement, anti-Jewish violence, blah, blah, blah. Got it? So I know you, boy. I knew you for a long time, since you came to prominence, Mr. Clark. So, I'm not saying, but maybe United States of America reevaluates its friends and its enemies, imposed by people like Wesley Clark. I just give you information, man. I know this shit. I know them. I know them. All right, let's go to the next one. And this comes from The Hill. Right there. The Hill. House Democrat, Trump administration acting, and I'm quoting, with an unbelievable cocktail of incompetence and illegality. So they're not only incompetent, they are criminals. They commit crimes working in illegality. So this is the Representative Jim Hines. All right, all I can find about him is this. Orthodox Jewish community meets Connecticut Congressman Jim Hines. They're very, very close together. I'm not saying anything bad about either side, but I just like to point facts, and you maybe do some more research and you connect some dots. All right, next one. Look at this one. Salon said, and I'm quoting, a tragedy for the world. How the Trump+Musk takeover is sowing global chaos. So again, incompetent and baboons. Right there, they took over. Well, he was elected and the other one was appointed by the elected person. Anything illegal? I recently interviewed social psychologist Kurt Gray. I don't want to go into this one, and right there, outrage. So yeah, they are just incompetent. They don't know what they're talking about. It's going to be around the world. The whole world, man. These are dangerous people. What do you do if people are so dangerous? What would you do to such dangerous people on the global scale? Okay, now let's go to the next one. Who the hell is this Scaramucci? Who the hell is this Scaramucci? This, I don't know, imbecile I would call him. He was hired by Trump, if you remember, in the first administration, as a spokesperson of the White House, were at something for about 2.5 weeks. Why did he get hired? Scaramucci. Scaramouche, that's how I call him. Scaramouche, remember Scaramouche? Okay. Scaramucci raises alarm on Trump's weird relationship with Putin. Who are you? I read about him, but he's just this guy, and this is the Daily Beast right there. And not only, right there, Anthony Scaramucci hints at Putin and the KGB's mystery hold over Trump. So, if I say, you know what, I think something is wrong with you, I think you cooperate with Russians. I have no evidence, but I think you do. I think you work for the Russia. I think you're a spy. I'm just saying, I don't know, I have some gut feelings. What would you feel about it? Would you say, where's the evidence? I'm going to fucking sue you? What are they going to do? Hints. So he hints at that. Who's Scaramucci again? Who's this baboon? Next. Daily Record. Donald Trump was recruited by KGB with codename Krasnov. Claims ex-Soviet spy. We can't believe these guys. We can't trust these guys. These guys are from KGB. We can't, man. We can't. There you go. So he's a spy. Donald Trump was recruited by the KGB in 1987 and given the codename Krasnov. Claims a former Soviet intelligence officer. All right. There you go, my friends. He is right there. So he previously headed Kazakhstan's National Security Committee, said he had served in the 6th Directorate of the KGB in Moscow, which was responsible for counterintelligence support within the country. Right? So one of the directorate's primary objectives, he claimed, I like that word, was recruiting businessmen from capitalist countries. According to Musayev, Trump, then a 40-year-old New York real estate developer, was one of those recruits. There he is. In 1987, our directorate recruited Donald Trump under the pseudonym Krasnov. He wrote, holy moly fuckaroli. So this is the guy, Alnur Musayev, former chairman of Kazakhstan. So he said, he's a spy, man. He works for a foreign agency. That's treason. That's treason. Treason, man. Treason. Next one. So if you think that was just BS coming from a whatever article, which is Daily Record, I also have The Mirror. Ex-UK spy chief verdict on bombshell claims Trump recruited by Russia's KGB in 1987. So ex-UK spy chief's verdict. All right. So even these guys say the shocking claim first surfaced in Facebook post on ex-KGB. The guy I just mentioned who said Donald Trump was groomed 37 years ago as a potential Soviet asset. No, that was not what you said. You said was recruited. Where is that? You want to find it, god damn it. There you go. So Donald Trump, then a 40-year-old New York real estate developer, was one of those recruits. He was recruited, so hey, take it easy. As a potential Soviet asset operating under the pseudonym of Krasnov. So he's a spy around there, and he works for this reason. What do you do with traitors? You know. Again, a former US, it's all former. A former US UK spy chief has weighed in on a bizarre claim made by the ex-KGB spy that Donald Trump was recruited as a Russian, over 40 years ago, operating under the code name. Okay, they say this, So what do you say? What do you say about it? And this is the same thing over there. And nothing else, huh? Okay, Twitter, how do you weigh on? But former spy, he's a sir, David Omand, says he does not give the allegations any credence. Reporting that to Andrew Marr on LBC, who asked if there is any way on the claims, he said, no. I said that largely because if there had been a real smoking gun, then I think it would have surfaced in the years since the story first came out. And there are enough pro-Ukrainian people around in Russia, it would have surfaced. So I don't give it credence. So this guy over there, Dasayev, the former Soviet player, goalkeeper, Dasayev, Mr. Musayev is gone. So nothing. Hey, I have something else with you as an extra. Sputnik. George Soros funneled $7.6 million to one of 5 groups targeting Tesla. So we might understand why Tesla now is, after all, where's that Elon Musk right here? And Trump, they just are espionage. And we have the good people of Hungary, Soros, giving money to those people who got caught. Despite being promoted as a solution to fiscal challenges, Elon Musk's department has been slammed as a criminal by activists. And Elon Musk claims 5 radical groups are behind the coordinated vandalism attacks on Tesla properties as part of the campaign against the cost-cutting department. And we have what? Mr. Soros, huh? Mr. Soros, you say? Well, it can be because we know that those people are good people. So these are criminals, traitors, spies, what else? Incompetent, what else is over there? This is what the media tells us. They don't tell us directly. They use different imbeciles to make they promote the statements of people that have a gut feeling or something. Now how, and these are not, I mentioned the Hill Daily Beast, which is read by a lot of Democrats, liberals. What else? Associated Press, Spy over there. What else? People's Magazine. What else? The Hill, I said. What else I did here? Salon. The Daily Beast, I said. So you tell me what is going on here. Daily Record. Oh, the Mirror. What do you think? This is how the media is manufactured. This is how we are supposed to be regimented. It's like they don't do anything right. I know what they do right. I'm talking about Trump and Musk. They're okay with what's going on in the Middle East. That's A-okay. And when the United States of America will be pushed, we will be dragged in a war with Iran, potentially, in the name of then everything is going to be A-okay. But we're going to be attacked. We're going to be attacked in a massive covert operation, like, September 11, Gulf of Tonkin, USS Liberty, and others. We're going to be dragged. I mean, the Gulf of Tonkin was a straight lie. But the other two and others, we've been attacked. That's going to happen. And then we have to react. We just have to react. I will have to protect my people, I'm going to say Trump. But behind is going to be that attack that occurred or whatever, wherever, conducted by the Iranians. You'll see. You'll see. That's one thing that you don't hear anything wrong yet about Trump. Trump is doing everything excellent in the Middle East. But everywhere else, no, he's a baboon. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.